Where are we going?
Daddy's race.
Is Daddy gonna win?
Yeah.
All right. You know, I've been fine all day, but I get pre-race nerves, and now they're starting to kick in. Are you nervous?
Not yet.
Do you get pre-race nerves for me?
I get nerves the last couple of laps.
Why?
I get really nervous.
Nervous about me wrecking?
No, nervous excitement about, oh, you're doing really good, and then the sprint, and so I'm excited to see how you finish.
Yeah. How do I normally finish?
Strong.
Strong. That's a good answer. Thank you, baby.
You're welcome. So what's the goal today for today's race?
To have only Cadence on the podium. And we knock out all the competition, and we're not going to have anybody else even close to the podium. In fact, we're going to wipe them out so hard that they won't even want to stand next to the podium because they're so upset with the outcome of this race. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Yeah.
Okay.
We're going to have fun. Texas State Champ Crit Race. Guys, I thought I was going to be a state champion. And I was not. I am not. But this is the second time I have raced this race, and it is a lot of fun out here in Corsicana, Texas. Not very far from where I live, only just over an hour. And this year the course is counterclockwise. Last year we went the other direction. But let's check out the course. It is an 8-corner course, 8-corner crit here, and the corners are wide open, they are flowy, you can rip these corners, it is a lot of fun. The other benefit about this course is it's got a sweet technical feature, and that technical feature are these historic bricks. And the bricks, it just doesn't do it justice, the degree to which it's jarring your body and ripping up your bike. Honestly, there were times where when you're racing this race, it feels like your bike is crunching, the carbon is crunching, or it sounds like it because it's jarring just that bad. And you can see how vigorously, violently it's shaking my body on this camera. But the GoPro stabilization feature is pretty awesome, and it just doesn't do it justice there. So that's super challenging, but it's a lot of fun. I think it adds an element to this race that is technical and a lot of fun. So let's get into it. We brought 6 guys out from Cadence in this race, and the other main team here was, of course, United. I think they had 6 or 7 guys as well, and so we should have kind of been the dominant forces, but as you see, we just weren't. So here we go. This is lap 2 or 3. Jumping in behind Jacob Broom here. There's a split in the field already because these bricks are just tough. And that first lap was a fast lap, and he's just going to pull me up to the front group with ease, and we'll kind of come around them. But yeah, these first couple laps were hard. They were fast, way faster than I expected them to be, and so it definitely was hard here. Here's an interesting part. Notice the guy on the far left. He catches his wheel on the lip of this corner. The gentleman to my left, he's looking back at him and runs into me. We'll watch that back right here. Catches the lip, he crashes. The guy on my left is yelling at him, and he runs into me. So just a good reminder, don't be looking back, certainly not at the cost of knowing what's going on in front of you and around you. It's not the first time I've seen that happen in the last several weeks, actually. Just a couple weeks ago, a guy was looking back through a corner, caught his wheel on the wheel in front of him, and he went down, took out most of the peloton. But luckily this time, the guy on my left, he didn't take anybody else out with him. It's just unfortunate he went down himself. So, just a good reminder, keep your eyes forward, be aware of what's going on. Oh, what are we doing here? What are we doing? The peloton's kind of slowing down. It gets bunched up. You know it's getting slow when it bunches up like that. And when it gets kind of strung out like it is here, you know we're moving fast. So this is the start-finish straight right here. This was fast the entire time. And there's a couple guys off the front and then a guy chasing. And I am going to go ahead and stitch this thing back together. Put in a little bit of a dig. Pop off 1,000 watts like it's nothing. But, you know, I noticed when watching this back that my pop is just not that great. And it's something that I think I need to work on. But I haven't worked on it at all this season, really. Not specifically. Or not as much as I should. And I think that's why my pop is just kind of lackluster. Something I need to work on. Because of that, there's several people on my wheel right now. And so I'm kind of just dragging them up, which I'm actually not opposed to doing. It's early in the race. I'll stitch things back up early, do a dig for the field, and just keep it together. I mean, I've got 5 other teammates behind me, so I have no problem with stitching this back up and bringing the peloton with me.
Not gonna do work today, Evans.
But I kindly and graciously, with gentle words, ask Jacob Evans to pull through, and he rejected me. But there he is. He goes around me instead. It's alright, Evans. I saw you did more work than I thought. So, props to you. Jack Webb is ahead of me. The guy that just passed, I think that's the guy who got second in this race. And then to my right here is Jack Vitale. Jack Vitale is a junior, and he's very strong. He's been winning just about everything in Cat 3. And I don't think juniors have to cat up, even if they have the mandatory points. I might be wrong in that, but I'm not sure. At any rate, Jack Vitale certainly has sufficient points to cat up. He's super strong, and you can see that through these next several laps, I'm just going to hang on to his wheel. I have no intention of dropping off his wheel. I do a pretty good job of holding his wheel, just staying right there with him. I'm confident in his ability to bring me to a podium. However, the field slows down, and you see it starts getting bunched, and this is where I lose his wheel. And it's really consequential, actually. I go left, and he goes right. And the reason I say it's very consequential is because coming up here, I think, yeah, it's right here. It's the very next lap. He and several other guys have made their move. He and 3 other guys made a move. They just attacked. And it's Jack, other dude, and Jacob Evans. You kind of see them right there. And they make this move. Jack, other dude, and Jacob Evans are moving now. And we are chasing. I think the people who are chasing recognize what's happening. That Jack, other dude, and Evans are strong and they can stay away. Jacob Evans, he falls off. He doesn't stick with him. And I'm not sure why Torchies is chasing right here, because his teammate, Jack Webb, is in that break. But at any rate, maybe he realizes that, he pulls off. Tiburcio and I tell him, go. But I shouldn't have told him to go. I should have, like, 10 seconds before that, just went myself and slingshotted around him. I, to some degree, was waiting for him to kind of stitch that up, but I should have just taken the initiative and gone, because the delay is what killed us, I think. It was a full, almost more than half a lap before I decided to chase this back. And so I attack. I'm chasing now. I'm trying to make this bridge, and I'm solo here. And so I'm just going to send it. I am going to empty my tank. And you see that I'm doing so. Like, I'm pushing watts that I can't sustain for long. So I'm realizing here that I have got to catch on, because if I do this for, a couple of minutes, I'm just going to be done. And so here, my soul is slowly leaving my body. It is departing from me. I am transcending from this universe to the next dimension and just emptying my existence here. So I'm going to put my head down and I'm going to go. But there was a moment in this chase effort that I thought I was on. Looking back now, that's kind of silly, but they're only a couple of seconds ahead, like 2, 3 maybe. And I thought I was on. I had gained ground on them, and I considered it done. Until around probably here, I realized I'm still not on, and I'm fading. My heart rate right now, 189. My max is 190. And so death is imminent. Ventricular fibrillation is a deadly arrhythmia, and I am about to enter that arrhythmia. And here, I think, is when I realized that they've gained on me, that I'm further back than I was 2 moments ago, and that I'm dead, that my soul has fully departed from me, that I'm no longer on this earth, and my tank is empty. And so, look at how far away they are now. It's so disappointing. I don't know why I even get in this gutter. It's like, there's no point. I let out a sigh. I realize I'm dead. And that was inappropriate, so I apologize for that. But yeah, I sit up because I'm fully dead, and I'm gonna let the peloton catch back on and come around me, and I am going to do my best now to not get dropped. But look, my heart rate has come down more than 10 beats already in like just that time. So maybe my ability to recover is getting better. That's kind of encouraging. I didn't notice that until just now. And so here I'm going to try to regroup and figure out what to do next. Figure out my next move. I feel lucky that I was able to stay in the peloton because, the whole time while I was trying to make that bridge effort, the peloton was chasing because I think they realized what had happened, that they were going to miss this break, and that United, their guy, Jacob Evans, he fell out. And so they started chasing hard, and they started to work together, and so the peloton was moving quick. So after I fully died and departed from this earth, I did not think I was going to be able to jump back into this peloton as well as I did. And look, I still have watts in the tank. Unfortunately, United didn't quite regroup as well as they wanted, because their organization sort of fell apart, and if I'm being honest, our organization just wasn't there at all. I know Jose, he worked to try to stitch this thing up and pull that back, and he was working like a dog, dude. He was on the front just smashing. But I'm not so sure the rest of us were, so good effort, Jose. Just not great teamwork by any of us. I don't know that there was any great teamwork in the entire peloton, to be honest, but maybe that's a little hypercritical. Or maybe not. I mean, the two biggest teams in this race, we didn't win, so. Anyway, that's the race. It was super fun. somewhat disappointing. But hey, that's racing. Peace.
Three at this time. We're going to do third place Jack Webb, second
I ended
place
up going
Dave
so
Michael,
fast
and your winner today,
that I finished the
Jack
race 40 minutes
Vitale.
before everyone.
Jack Vitale.
They wouldn't have it. They said, hey man, that's
Jack
superhuman. You can't be doing that. So
Don't know what to say, man. Just it got too risky, and I just didn't want to risk going down after a good race in the morning. So I just played it safe until the end.
That was rough. Very rough, man. I was 9th or 10th. I'll take that. That cobblestone ate me up. That was the first time I was like, my back hurts. If my bike had a back, it would have back problems right now.
Thanks for coming to support. Love you.